Are you a VTuber who's wondering what they can do for growth in 2024, as well as general etiquette that they should do as a VTuber? Well, this is the video for you. This is what not to do as a VTuber in 2024, as well as mentioning a bit of etiquette on the side. But do remember, guys, if you do enjoy the video, make sure to smack that like button, as well as subscribe. Become an only bro today if you've not done so yet. Alrighty, number one, it's a bit of an obvious one, really. Don't advertise or promote yourself in other people's streams. I, most people know not to do this, right? It's just bad taste in people's mouths. It's a different story if somebody mentions your own channel in their stream, but you realistically should never really be bringing up your own channel or somebody else's channel or mentioning, "Oh, I'm going to leave to go to somebody else's channel in somebody else's stream." It's just not respectful to the streamer. Just avoid doing it. Just avoid mentioning that sort of stuff. Keep it all in the DMs and whatnot. Then coming over to number two, don't procrastinate about creating content. It's the number one thing I see about people who want to be new content creators. They're constantly procrastinating about making this top tier stream or top tier video. And if I'm going to be honest, just go out there and do it. Like, everybody does want to make the best product they can make. But the problem is, if you just procrastinate yourself and never release anything, you're just doing harm on yourself, really. Because I can guarantee you that first video or first stream you do will most definitely, no matter what you do, be worse than the 100th stream or 100th video you release. Because part of learning is on the job, in a sense. You got to be doing the streams, doing video creation to really know what makes you about your content. You realize the sort of things you want to do as you go along, basically. Just sitting there procrastinating is not going to do you any good. Just get out there, put the content out there, and you learn while you're doing it. Trust me, you'll be miles better. Just get that first video out or that first stream going. Then coming on to number three, don't fixate on numbers or view count. Like, when you do your first stream or first several streams, it's probably going to be just you. That's the sad reality. And if you're doing a video, chances are, if it gets 10 views, that's brilliant. Growth comes with time. Don't fixate on numbers. You can even look at any of these big creators that you see and probably look up to. A great example being somebody like Iron Mouse. Iron Mouse took nearly over 2 years to get to 1,000 followers on Twitch. And, and then from that point onwards, they started growing and growing, but they had to grind it out to begin with. And that's basically what most big creators have to do, except for, the odd one here or there. And chances are you're not going to be that one, and you're going to have to grind it out. So don't fixate on those numbers. Just turn them off if they really bother you, which also leads into number four. Don't put all your eggs into one basket. And if you don't know what this means, it basically means don't put everything that you're doing into one thing. Like, if you don't know, and this mainly to people who are heavy streamers, really, streaming is awful for growing a platform. Absolutely terrible. Most people you see who are big streamers or make it big all of a sudden in a shorter period of time, maybe like 6 months, are people who are experimenting with content on other platforms. Because something like Twitch, even YouTube streaming, are not good for growth. They are extremely hard to grow via streaming. Doing stuff like videos or shorts or TikToks is much, much easier. Make sure to do those. Like, even if it means, you have to cut down as many streams that you're doing, you're much better off doing a stream every other day and getting 2-3 videos up a week than you are just streaming every day of the week. 100%. And the thing is, with content creation nowadays, you can split your resources really well. Make a TikTok, right? And guess what? With that TikTok, you can upload it also to Instagram and grow your Instagram, as well as upload it to a YouTube as a YouTube short and grow YouTube as well. And then when you grow those other platforms, people will slowly diverge over to your stream as well, if that's what they're interested in. And it gives you offline growth while you're not streaming, which is realistically what you want to do to grow, because it's extremely hard just to grow while you're streaming. Coming into number five, don't use people for collaborations. And by this, I don't mean don't do collaborations. That's not what I mean at all. There's this really bad stigma that people have where they think if I just do as many collaborations with random people, I'll grow my channel quicker. And I will tell you now, that is not how it works. You'll see people doing it all the time, but these are creators that generally don't really grow at all. You don't want to be doing this. What you want to do is build meaningful connections. Meet people, 100% meet people that are in the community. Talk to them on Discord, get to know them. Find people who you click with, that are going to be your actual friends rather than just streaming with them twice and then never speaking to them again. Like, that's something you see a lot with smaller creators, and you don't want to do that. You want to find people who are going to be your true friends and they're going to be there for the long haul, because those are going to be the people that you build connections with. And guess what? If you're doing collaborations with people who you have a true built connection with, the content is going to be 1,000 times better than with somebody you've never met before. What I generally tend to do is I'll meet somebody, I'll talk with them, I'll chat with them for weeks in Twitter DMs, and then maybe move over to Discord. And then if I end up becoming actual good friends with them, I may do a collaboration. And then you can meet other people from their friends, and vice versa and whatnot. But honestly, don't just, collab with people for the sake of collaborating. Just find the people who become your true homies and then collaborate with them. Trust me, it'll be better in the long haul. Coming into number 6, don't call out your lurkers. Lurkers are an important part of everybody's stream, and you'll see them a lot more when you're a smaller streamer because they're more noticeable, because they're a more larger percentage of your community. But don't ever call out lurkers. Lurkers are people who maybe have anxiety, or they just like listening to streams while they do something like work. And yeah, don't call them out. Don't ask them to be active in your chat. Lurkers will always exist, and they don't like being called out to. Like, the lurkers, don't see lurkers as a bad thing. They're a good thing. They give you, those early numbers that you need. Yes, they don't have that personal connection in the chat, but they can be super dedicated viewers. And at the end of the day, what you should care about more is that you're entertaining to somebody and they're enjoying spending their time with you, regardless of what them. Just let them stay in their comfort zone. Don't call them out. It's not a good thing. Number 7, don't ignore boundaries. You have your boundaries and you need to put a line of where they stand, because especially in the VTuber community, parasocial relationships 100% are a thing, and you need to make a defined line of where you stand with those sorts of relationships. Make sure that your community has a strict line and they know where that line is. You got to look after yourself and make sure that they know what is comfortable for you as a person. Everybody, that line is different, but make sure you have a line and you let your community know where that is. Number 8, don't overwork yourself. I, in the past, have been absolutely terrible for this, but make sure not to do too much work. If you burn yourself out and you have to take a break from everything, it's not good for you, it's not good for your community, it's not good for anybody. Let's put it that way. Make sure you can get yourself a workload that is sustainable in the long term. Doing stuff like taking maybe a break from something like streaming, which is very mentally straining and very time consuming on a regular basis, is fine. But make sure you got some sort of content coming out on a regular basis that is sustainable. So, for example, that might be a video a day for you. It might be a couple of videos a week, or something like that on other platforms, or maybe just a couple of streams a week. Make something that's sustainable for you, that doesn't make you lose all your energy, because all you're going to do is make yourself ill, and then you're going to be coming back after you've been ill, and then you're going to be working twice as hard to try and regain what you've lost from not being, sustainable. And if you want to add more to your load, just add a little bit, see how you do. If it's too much, then you go back to how you was. And if it's not, then that's fine. That's great. But don't overwork yourself at any cost. It's just not good for you. And lastly, number 9, take your time and enjoy yourself. At the end of the day, content creation should be something that you enjoy doing and love doing yourself. And if you stop enjoying that, that completely defeats the point of that. Don't make yourself do stuff just because you think it'll be better for you in the long run. Take your time and enjoy yourself. Obviously, you're probably gonna have to do some things you don't enjoy, but that's part of life. But make sure that overall you're still enjoying yourself, and take your time with it. You don't have to be some big superstar streamer. just enjoy the community you have and let it grow, naturally, and just enjoy yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's what really matters. And your community will tell if you really enjoy yourself rather than just doing it because you're forcing yourself. But that's it, guys. I do hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to smack the like button, subscribe if you did enjoy it. And hopefully, I'll see you all soon. Happy streaming and enjoy your 2024, guys.